That's Bellamy and some local women in Trajados, where they treated us just like family. This is Chasing Weather and Wi-Fi, and we finally dried out from our first day back on the trail after 4 days off in Burgos and a downpour that brought us to the steps of La Fabrica, just a short walk outside Burgos. We wanted to be kind to our bodies and start slower to make sure that we can continue. This is my morning pilgrim selfie before we hit the trail the next day.
Good morning.
Morning, everybody.
I would tell you what town we're leaving. Trajados. We just stayed in this lovely place back here.
It was awesome.
One of our favorites.
Yes, we had a great night.
We had a private room with 3 beds, which means 3 twin beds, one of which was a bunk bed, so that was 2.
Comfy.
Bedding, amazing bedding.
Yeah.
And when we say amazing bedding, we're not talking like thread count. The fact that it came with bedding is a bonus, but it had a duvet.
Big puffy one.
Yes, it was just wonderful. And it also had like 4 flights of stairs.
Yeah. A lot of stairs.
And it was really great because it's probably one of the only like cafe restaurants in this village. And it's Sunday, it was Sunday. And so I think when people got out of church, they started coming by. And so we got a lot of interactive time with the locals here. And Bellamy, of course, had lots of little friends to play with. And they had the coin machine, so she has new toys because somehow we packed all of her toys in our big suitcase that we won't see for another 12 days. Or lost them along the way. We're not 100% sure. We won't find out until we get to Leon. But yeah, it was a great stay. The food was great. The people were great. The accommodations were great. La Fabrica is what it was called, and it took care of us, did us well. So we have a little unknown ahead of us today. I'm having some trouble finding accommodations for tonight, and I don't know how long this is going to last because there's a big surge of pilgrims that started in September, and even though we were days ahead of them, our pace is a lot slower, and so they've caught up, and that makes finding accommodations rather difficult. So we are a little unknown on where we're staying. I did have us a reservation, but between my Spanish and Google Translate, I somehow offended them when I was trying to relay my appreciation for their help, and they told me to go find somewhere else to stay. So sad. But, you know, there was a lady that came and tried to stay at our place that we stayed last night, and they were booked, and she said that she didn't believe making reservations was doing a true Camino. So I guess today we're going to be pilgrims, which is, I'm sure, like at this point, we've never been turned away, so I'm sure we'll be fine. I have meetings tonight that I would like to be set up somewhere somewhat stable for, but other than that, I'm sure we can figure something out. And when I say like lodging is hard to find, like we're not supposed to get to Leon for another 11, 12 days. I can't find anything between here and there online. So, but what I was told, and I'm not sure if it's true for this part of the Camino, is most places only let you reserve so many rooms in advance, and then they block some for people who just show up. So we will let you know what happens.
Yep. Yeah, that was, you almost have to see what happens. I'm not too worried. We have always, the Camino provides.
Camino provides. All right, car coming. Bye.
As we left this quaint little village, it was obvious why it was known for its warm hospitality towards pilgrims. A small village, but one we wouldn't hesitate to come back to. We stroll through the town, and it occurs to me that each village highlights their own Camino pride with the signs throughout. These ones are all so different and equally creative. If you've been watching our channel, then you will know I love me some street art, and the trail this morning did not disappoint, especially the mural that could have been painted about us. We were so surprised to turn the corner and see this. There are not many children on the Camino, so we were surprised to find a representation of a family doing the pilgrimage together. It's my favorite mural to date. This mural is a memorial to Denise Pica Thiem, an American citizen that tragically lost her life while walking the Camino de Santiago in 2015. A local man was arrested and subsequently found guilty of her murder. Denise's story is a somber reminder of the need for vigilance and safety awareness, even in places as historically peaceful as the Camino de Santiago. Her tragic end led to increased safety measures and awareness campaigns to ensure that such an incident does not reoccur, preserving the Camino as a safe route for the thousands of pilgrims who walk it every year. I say this to tell you, I have traveled the world and there is nowhere I have felt safer than northern Spain. But bad people do exist among us, and it's always best to use caution while traveling. The Meseta is turning out to be a welcome break from the steep ups and downs of the Pyrenees. However, that's about to change.
It's been a particularly difficult day because it's been very windy, which Bellamy apparently has an aversion to wind, so that's good to know. And no, that's not nice. I don't have a cover on the stroller, and I tried to put a blanket over her. That did not work.
Now where to stay? Buen Camino! Follow for more family adventures.